Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a very exciting iPad Pro unboxing for you guys. This video is gonna be a little nostalgic for me because I used to be known for a lot of my iPad content here on YouTube, probably 6 or 7 years ago at this point. I did have a how I take notes with my iPad Pro video go kind of viral on YouTube. I was also doing a lot of iPad giveaways as well, and I would always include an iPad pretty much in every back to school haul video that I was doing. So it's been a while since I've purchased one for myself, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys my unboxing on this new bad boy. I also got a few accessories to go with it. I got the Magic Keyboard, and I also got a new Apple Pencil because I needed to get all the bells and whistles for my new iPad. I'm actually gifting my old iPad Pro to my mom. It's actually the 2019 or 2018 version. I believe it was the first one to ever come out. It's only got 64 gigs. It was time for an upgrade. I'm gonna talk about pricing, how I was able to get a discount and get the Apple Pencil for free. I'll also talk about why I got a new iPad in the first place later in this video. But without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, let's start with the unboxing because I know that's what you guys all want to see at first. I'm sure that's why you clicked on this video. As you guys can see, I have the Pencil Pro, the Apple Pencil, whatever you want to call it. I also have the Magic Keyboard. I got this one in white. This is for the 13-inch iPad Pro, obviously. And then obviously the main item being the iPad Pro. I got the 256 gigabyte iPad Pro 13-inch M4 with Wi-Fi. They did have a Wi-Fi and cellular option, but I don't need that, so I just decided to get Wi-Fi only. I also don't need a lot of storage on this iPad since I'm primarily only going to be using it for grad school. So I just got the lowest gig option. My old iPad Pro only has 64 gigs, so this is quite the upgrade for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really nice to have this much storage. I love this packaging as well. I think it's really cool. Also, sorry if you see some camera equipment in the corner of this video. I'm also filming for TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. So anyways, let's start with the unboxing. So this is obviously what you see first, the iPad. It's very thin. I wasn't expecting it to be that thin for some reason. I don't know why. It's also the perfect size for me. I'm upgrading from the 11-inch, so this is nice. We're gonna put that to the side and dig into what else is in this box. Obviously, you just got your standard instructions and whatnot, user manual. Nothing too exciting to see here. And then of course you got the USB-C to USB-C cord, and then the USB-C outlet adapter. So satisfying to take that off for sure. So this is the charging cable for the iPad, obviously. Now for the actual iPad. Oh my gosh. First thing that I noticed right off the bat is that the camera is on this side versus the top of the iPad. My other one is super old, so that's probably why the camera's up there on that one. Also, I'm noticing a little scratch right here that obviously I didn't do, so that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We're gonna turn it on. Hopefully it's got at least a little bit of charge in it already. Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually set this up later. I only got 15%, dang, 16%. Obviously I can't see. We're gonna set that up later, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbox my Apple Pencil. I already have one of these, but I'm giving my old iPad to my mom, so I'm just gonna include that Apple Pencil with the iPad. Oh, this is compatible with the iPad Pros with the M4 chips, and then also the iPad Airs with the M2 chips. FYI, there's a few different pencils to choose from. I believe the other one is a USB-C charger. This one charges on the side of the iPad. And then here we have the pencil. Feels just like my other one that I have. Don't really know the differences right off the bat, but I'm sure there are some. since I got that one forever ago. And then last but not least, we have the iPad Magic Keyboard. My cat's going crazy. She loves packaging. And this is what the Magic Keyboard looks like. Literally just like my old one for my other iPad. And you obviously just stick it on like that. And there you have it. And you can just stick the Apple Pencil on the side for it to charge. This is what the back camera looks like. Definitely a lot different from my other one. Okay, so now that I've unboxed the iPad for you guys, I thought I would sit down and kind of talk to you about why I got it in the first place. So I am starting grad school in the fall, literally in just a few weeks, and I thought to help me get more excited for starting a new chapter in my life, I would treat myself to a brand new iPad. I do have a MacBook Pro and an iMac desktop computer, so I've got, you know, enough technology to get by with grad school. I didn't need a new iPad. I also, like I said a million times, already have an iPad Pro to begin with, but that one is older, it's slow, it's not got enough gigabytes, and I just thought that I would be more inspired if I got a new one. I also really like to separate work from school. This is something that I didn't really master that well when I was in my undergrad. I had an iPad and I would take notes on it, but then towards the end of my college career, I was starting to do everything on my MacBook Pro. And obviously I'm a content creator, so I was also doing all my work on my MacBook Pro as well. And things just got a little messy. There's too many files. And I just feel like when I sit down at my desktop or my laptop, I want to know that it's time to work. And then with my new iPad, I will kind of set that aside for school only. I don't know, it helps my brain and my OCD to compartmentalize different sections of my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how I kind of justified it in my mind. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited. I loved my iPad Pro during college. I used it all the time, but I did regret not getting the bigger one when I first got my other one. I got the 11-inch and obviously only 64 gigs, like I said, and I just feel like it was a little too small. It was perfect for taking to classes and such, but I noticed that I just would have been a little bit happier with the bigger screen. So now that I'm starting grad school, I thought it would be the perfect upgrade. Let's talk about pricing, because I was actually able to get a couple $100s off. I'll throw the total up here on the screen of all three items, but I actually was able to get the Apple Pencil for free. If you go on the Apple Education Store, I believe is what it's called, it's for students. So if you're not a student, you're not supposed to use that website, but I've purchased on the Apple Education Store pretty much anytime that I buy something from Apple when I was in college, when I was studying, because who doesn't love a little bit of a discount? So I was able to save some money that way, and they were doing a promotion where you can get AirPods or Apple Pencils and then like maybe one or two other things for free with every iPad Pro purchase. So I saved $120 by getting this for free. And then obviously I also saved like 200-ish on the iPad itself from ordering on the Apple Education Store versus the regular Apple Store. So that was really, really nice. If you guys want, I would love to do more content on this iPad. So make sure you follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram if you guys want to see more of this. And I'll definitely do a dedicated video, another one on this as well. Like once I get acclimated to it, once I get it set up and get all my apps that I want on there for school. But let me know what video you guys want to see on this next. I can do a how I take notes. I can do like the best hacks for a college student or a grad school student, like what apps you actually need, what are worth it. I can do a what's on my iPad. Just let me know what you guys want to see. But while I have you here, before we end off this video, I did get a few more accessories for my iPad because I just am so excited and I could not be stopped. So we're gonna unbox them really quick. I'll obviously have everything that I show linked in the description box, and these items from Amazon I'll have on my Amazon storefront. First up, I got another case because one thing that I don't like about the Magic Keyboard, because I own it already, so I already know the pros and cons to it, is that you can't swivel it. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm probably not making sense, but when you open it like this, you can't like fold it to lay flat on a table unless you like have it like this, which is not practical. So I found myself always having to take it off this magnetic base and like laying it on the table or the desk that way when I want to write on it. This is just obviously good for a keyboard because it literally makes it into a full-blown MacBook pretty much. Like, it's very, very good quality and literally is just as good as my MacBook Pro. This is great if you want your iPad to function more like a laptop. I like to switch it up. Sometimes, you know, I'll need the keyboard depending on what I'm doing, like if I'm writing a paper. But if I'm taking notes during a lecture, I want to be able to lay it flat on a table. That way I can rest my arm on it and write. So I just got this one. I was gonna get the Smart Folio from Apple, but I was like, I really don't feel like spending another $80 to $100 on a case. So I thought that I would wait until later to get that, and I've been seeing these cases everywhere on TikTok and whatnot. So this is really nice because it's just like the Smart Folio, except what I like about this is it's got a space to put your Apple Pencil right there. So let's try her. Let's see, how does this go? Okay, I think it goes, yeah, like this. Yeah, the pencil just goes right there. And that's that. So super nice. I'm very excited to see which case I end up using more. So updates to come, obviously, but I will have this one linked down below. It comes in so many different colors. I just decided to get pink because pink's my favorite color. And then last item that I got for now. So this I got to put on my desk beside my iMac, and it's a little display stand. So I can just set my iPad horizontal on the stand and have kind of like two monitors. So like if I'm writing a paper and I need to do research on one screen and then my paper on another monitor, I can do that. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that this would come in handy sometimes depending on what I'm doing. I don't really know how much I'm going to use this, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot. So I will keep you guys updated. Okay, I guess I will kind of compare the sizing for you guys if you are interested. This is my old iPad Pro, and obviously the new one. I mean, the case is on it, so it's kind of hard to see, but I have a little cover for this Apple Pencil, and I do have the Magic Keyboard as well for this one. Like I said, it's a little bit different, as you guys can see. Definitely a lot smaller. So this one is silver instead of all white. This is the new one. New versus old. I feel like the screen, like the display, is even a lot different. So guys, that is it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel below, and click that bell. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, which are on the screen, also listed and linked in the description box below. Let me know what other videos I should make on my new iPad. I'm so excited. Also, let me know any tips or tricks or apps that you think that I would like. Leave them in the comments down below. And anything else that I should get for my iPad that I don't already have, let me know. I will have all these items that I mentioned in today's video listed and linked in the description box. Stay tuned for future content. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope we see you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.